Hey, what's up guys, it's Emenalus, and welcome to Noben's Road to 90. Now, I know, I promised on the last episode's ending, on the teaser trailer that I made, in case you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. I promised that I would be going only to level 80, but after some thinking between the episode that I made then and now, I ended up reconsidering that I'll be making this series to 90 after all. First of all, because there is a very big armor set that I can get at level 90, and also some weapons, which will make a much more sensible ending. And two, I also thought that there is still a lot for me to do from 80 to 90. There is still some content that I can show you. So I thought like I could still make some reasonable episodes out of those. So I think I will do just that. I doubt anybody's gonna complain about that. So here you go, guys. Hope you're gonna enjoy that little surprise right off the bat. But anyways, that is more of a side mention here. Also, I must apologize for taking so long to get back into the series. I had some other videos that had to get done between the episodes. Like I had to make a video about another game that I started playing as a collaboration, as well as another guide. I got delayed a little bit, but I'm happy to be finally getting back to this series. I'm super excited. And I am hoping to show you guys a lot of stuff today, and I actually got already some preparations here. But first of all, let's take the elephants out of the room. First of all, once again, Noben is damn rich, but not only that, he's wearing an entirely different set. What you're seeing in the inventory right now is actually the set that I made. And I'm currently wearing something even better. What I'm wearing right now is a Recorn set +6 with some extra stats on it. So, long story short, one of my friends contacted on the community server that I was in that there was a Recorn set +6 for sale in some private shop, and it was for a fairly cheap price. It only took a total of 68 million, which is at that price point with all of its upgrades pretty damn cheap. And because Noben had like 90 million back then, I was like, I can totally afford it, so can you like tell me where the shop is? And I just went up and bought it. And I gotta say, I wasn't expecting, it wasn't my intention to buy an even better set. I was actually thinking of doing that on camera, or, you know, working on the set that I have right now as, you know, for some sort of character development. But I came to the conclusion that this is honestly a very good lesson here as well. And even though I now bought a new set, I can still show you a lot of the things that I want to show you about upgrading. So first of all, as you can see here, yeah, the difference is huge. There's an extra level, there's some stats on them, and on top of that, my suit here has this one thing called piercings. Now, all of this I will be explaining in due time over the series, but I think I'll be taking my time right away to explain you a couple things here. So as you can see here, I have the clean set right here, and I also got myself this extra Recorn suit that I found for just 1 million. And I'm gonna be using this today to show you one mechanic or one method you can use for yourself if you want to make yourself cheap armor sets. So what piercing basically does is that it gives you this like socket slot where you can put a card in, and you can decide it to be either attack, FP, HP, MP, or defense. And they come in varying percentages. It's 2, 3, 4, and 7%. Now, 2 and 3% are generally not used for piercings nowadays anymore. They're so damn cheap, and 4% are already so easy to come by. So putting a 3% is basically a waste at that point. But 4% are like very normal, and for high-end sets, 7% cards are used as a part of the piercing. And a suit can be pierced up to 4 times. So this suit having 3 piercings, and also you can see on the bottom right there, like if you can like read on the gray text there, this thing has 15 piercing attempts. And I'm gonna tell you in just a bit why that is important. But either way, I found this set with 3 piercings on it, and it has 3 4% attack cards on it. As you can see here, 3 times 4 is 12. So this set is honestly pretty damn good for its price, and I just had to get it for myself. And on top of the stats, which are pretty good as well, even the helmet has 3 strength on it, this was an absolute value purchase. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is that when we are dealing with some bigger upgrades in this game, at some point making your own upgrades is actually not a good idea. Oftentimes spenders, or some people that have a lot of money in this game, will usually go out of their way to make their own sets, and eventually they will grow out of them. So usually when people want to get rid of these sets in order to afford the new ones, or because they don't have any purpose of having a set that they're not using, they will usually sell the set at a cheaper price than what it's actually worth, or what's actually put into upgrading it. So that being said, if you do have a lot of money and you want to get yourself a big upgrade, I do recommend that rather than upgrading your own thing and spending hundreds of millions on it, depending on the server, but in Totemia here, making something like this could take a couple $100 million easily, and I got it for like 60 million. So, you know, You can save a lot of money by just looking around shops, asking to buy a set of some sorts with some criteria, and you can get a lot cheaper that way, as long as you have the money for it. And I mean, 90 million at the time was pretty good. It isn't enough to buy myself like a super good set, but for a +6 set with decent piercings, this was a very good amount, and I'm happy that I found a set with such value. And I think we actually might have a foreseeable future where we're gonna actually make the set to have 4 piercings on it because it has so many piercing attempts on it. But again, I'll go about that in a bit. But before we go about the 4 piercing here, I'm gonna first tell you about one method that you can use when you're piercing an item. So as I said, this Recorn suit that I have here, I only spent 1 million buying this, so this was like very cheap. I don't really care what happens to this thing. I can just find another suit fairly cheap. So what I'm gonna be doing here is a thing called luck baiting. Or, well, that's what I like to call it. But essentially, you know that G-Pros here, they're worth 100 F coins. In Totemia here, that would be 40 million. That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. What I can do instead is that if the item or the suit in particular is very cheap, you can actually use a method where you gamble it and don't waste a G-Pro in order to put the first piercing on it. So if we put like this Power Dice 8 here, for example, and we put this G-Pro here, you can notice that the upgrade chance is 75%. So that is actually pretty good, isn't it? So why would I spend a 40 million item to make this upgrade when I can do this for just about 2 million with the likelihood of succeeding? And with that money, I could do several attempts and likely will do it more than once. So I'm gonna try just piercing this one for the first time, just by itself. We'll spend 1 million, and basically the whole deposit of this is just like about 2 million rather than 60 million, which makes this a very big difference. Your item will be destroyed if the process fails. It is recommended to use the upgrade menu at the armor shop. Yes, this is true, but in this case, it will be much cheaper and more cost-effective to be trying our luck here. Let's see if we actually hit the mark. Okay, we actually did manage to do the piercing, so here we have it. We have our Recorn suit with our first piercing slot. Now, of course, I do not recommend going any further than this, because the piercings beyond that get a little bit tougher. Like, at this point, if you do manage to get yourself, like, a lucky piercing at 30%, you're very lucky, but at this point, I do recommend using G-Pro, if you want to keep the item. But you did save yourself just like about 10 million at the beginning, so be happy with that. Just don't do this with actually valuable suits, because obviously if the suit is like more expensive, then missing out on the G-Pro is not worth it, because the suit itself is gonna be too expensive. We might as well now also just find ourselves a decent card that we can apply on this suit, just to show how the whole piercing method works. So usually when we're talking about sets used by damage dealing characters, we're not like looking to tank, we're here to do damage. We want to find ourselves a fairly cheap lightning card. Now, again, this price varies a lot in the server that you're in, but in my server, we can find lightning card 4% for roughly about 1.5 million. So if I can find one for roughly that price tag, I think we can go for that, and we can just apply to this suit instead. And then we can sell the suit with the card, with the piercing, and probably get some extra money out of it. I mean, I paid only 1 million, so if I put the card in it, got the piercing, I think I can almost sell this for 10 million, because the clean suit is like 3 million roughly, normally. Okay, maybe not 10 million, but at least 5, and that would already be like a profit for me. Just about 5 to 10 million, and I can basically make a profit from this little gamble that I made. Alright, so I was looking around the entire Darken, and this was the cheapest card that I could find. This isn't the cheapest that you could find in the market, but for some reason there are barely any available right now. So I'll just take this one. I won't worry about just a couple 100,000 here. I'll buy this card, and we're now gonna do the most simplest part of this process, the most fun part. So we have one piercing slot, we have one card. All we gotta do is double click the card and click the suit. And once that's done, then we have a suit that has a piercing on it, and now it has 4% attack. Now, this is basically how piercing just works. And further piercing slots are much harder to get, as you may have seen in the beginning there, but for what it's worth, this is better than nothing. So I guess what I'll do here is I'll just keep this, and I guess I should be doing something about this armor set now, because I don't need to carry this around, but I guess I'll send them to Zoomies. But yeah, so I'm gonna be sticking with the new set that I got, because after all, I did spend a lot of money on it. And yeah, this one is just a very, very nice little treat to have on top of everything. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if I can make the set any better along the way, but that remains to be seen. Right, I also forgot. I should probably also show you, like, why does it matter that this thing has a lot of piercing attempts. So I don't have any practical way to show it to you right now, the difference here, but if you go to the piercing menu again, and I take my suit here and put it in the spot here, you can see that this thing has about 6% chance to do it, or the 6% chance to succeed. Now that isn't a lot, but I have to admit to you, the piercing chance on this, on a base level, is only 1%. So what we're seeing here right now is the fail grade system, and every single time you fail an upgrade, you get a piercing attempt, or you get an attempt on the upgrade, and that will increase the base chance of you succeeding on that upgrade. So after the guy puts 15 cheap ropes into this suit, which is currently about 150 million worth of money, so like almost triple the amount that the set was actually sold for, I can try building up on that and maybe sometime get this to 4 out of 4, but it's gonna be very hard. Now, I could also go grab myself the PD10s that I have real quick, because I also have those stacked up, because I'm just been trying to buy some cheap ones and sell them together. And because PD10s are basically high success rate piercing dice, and also accessory upgrading dice, but accessory upgrading is not going to be worth it for quite a while for us. I can basically have a slightly better chance at doing this with these dice. So as you can see here, the PD8 was 6%, but if it's PD10, it's 8.7%. And these dice are about 3 million roughly, or 3.5 million in my server. Been buying this for 2.5 million. Hoping to maybe sell them a bit higher at some point, but yeah. The dice do matter, and maybe at some point when we do want to try to get this to 4 out of 4, we'll be doing some PD dice upgrading, but that's gonna be honestly something for later on the series. Right now, I don't have that much to spare in terms of wasting a lot of money on the upgrade, but I like to still think that it could be a potential long-term goal for us to have along the series. But anyway, now that that's all the foreplay out of the way, let's get to the actual action here. So what I want to do first of all here, obviously, is that I want to test out the damage of this new armor set. I don't know if I showed it already, but I basically made a show reel of me using my old set versus my new set, and there is a very drastic difference in the power between those sets. What I want to do here is I need to try out the damage with my new set versus my old set, just to see in practice how much of a difference it makes. But yeah, there's also another thing I also have to show you, because I have some other plans today, or I have some plans today, but they won't be what you'll be expecting. Not something that I will normally do on my series. So as we have reached level 60, we honestly have a pretty good ticket to get straight to level 65. I could do that easily today. But the thing is that as much as I could do these quests now, start this quest from Riodos, do this quest from Rudvi Hill, which will also give us a nice level when we're done with it, and also like some other stuff like turning in quest items, that is not gonna be the business we're gonna be focusing on for today. What I wanna focus on today is giant hunting. Now, this is honestly like something that is very coincidental to me actually making a video about this just a couple days back, or just a week back when this gets released. But I thought that because we're level 60, we could do some decent guardian weapon farming at this point. I thought, like, why don't we give it a shot now that Noben is strong? And I got all these consumables prepared just for that, along with some stronger foods that I can use if the boss starts hurting a lot. But first, let's get all the quests out of the way. Yeah, you can see here, we got 3 quests here, and each one is gonna give me a bunch of EXP, and that's only the beginning. We can easily make a lot of EXP today. But we're gonna focus on actually making some money, and because I think there is more to this game than just leveling, and I think, like, you know, making money through different terms, not just merchanting, is also a very key feature to that. So I want to showcase that on today's episode. But I think on the next one, I will be focusing on leveling a bit more. I might be doing some leveling a bit today too, but my main focus here is to show you if it is possible for Noben as a blade to do giant hunting. But yeah, before we do that though, let's go first get also the buffs, and then we're gonna start focusing on the actual task at hand. Oh, and right, also because the crystal event has ended, the one with pink crystals, we can actually now redeem these. Now, I don't have that many crystals, sadly, but I do know a very good use for them as I was looking through the NPC menu here. We go talk to this Gujan guy here, and we can actually get ourselves some scrolls of velocity. And I know this sounds like a very weird thing to get, but honestly, since we have no buffs, I think this might come very handy with some select giants that we might be killing, as we'll have to have some quick reactions and quick feet in order for us to survive. Another good thing is that if we did get us some buffs, but I'm not gonna rely on those too much. I actually want to try to make this as consistent as possible without any buffs. If I do find ringmasters along the way, I will definitely take them, but we'll have to see about that. Hey, do you mind if I'm solo here? Because more than ever, now it is very important for us to have an actual party with drop buffs in it, as the drop rates from giants are incredibly low. So whatever drop chance boosters we can get from here, mainly from the party, is very vital. So whatever help we can get, we should take it. It seems that this party doesn't seem to be bothered by my presence, and they don't actually have any points left, so they're only gonna be doing buffs for like a half hours. But you know, since you never know how demanding the other parties might be, I'm gonna take this. We can still make use of this party for a couple hours, not a couple hours, for a couple bosses, and we're gonna suck every single bit out of it. But yeah, so I brought myself a lot of stuff today for this purpose. So as you may remember, our old friends power scrolls. I also got myself plenty of stamina potions in case I need some extra durability. Then I got myself some extra HP providers, damage boosters, defense potion, defense stone. And we also got a couple scrolls of blessing with me in case we're gonna need them. Now, this is definitely not a requirement, but because we do have this extra and I've been collecting these, I guess we might as well just make use of them. And this is the likeliest time we'll actually be dying on the whole series, because honestly, leveling 1v1 with Noben is gonna be super easy. Right, before I actually continue, I remember now, I also wanted to do the damage testing, which I did not do because I gave my set to zoomies. Okay, I guess we're gonna need a new party in a bit then. Whoopsie. Alright, so give me just a bit, guys. I'm gonna go get myself the set from zoomies, and we're gonna be coming right back when I get myself the set, and we're at the position. Alright, there we go. There's my set. Yeah, sorry guys, I just honestly had so many things I wanted to do on the intro here on the beginning, and I just totally forgot that I also wanted to do the damage testing, but that's okay. We got the armor pieces now. Now we'll give this a proper shot, so I'll be seeing you guys in just a bit at the Elder Guards. Alright, so as you may have seen earlier, I put on my clean +5 set here, and now we actually don't have a party on us right now, sadly, because of the party leader left. I no longer had buffs there, so I had no reason to stay there anymore, and there currently aren't any parties available. Oh, wait, can I do this? Hey! Do you mind if I solo here? It's the same leader. I guess they just switched parties. But this one has points now, so this would be a very nice place to be in, if you don't mind. Alright, so I'm not getting any kind of communication from them that I should be kicked out, so I guess that's okay. But regardless, I'll keep my toes up. But never mind then. We have the party ups now. But again, we'll be trying this out with the clean set here. So as you can see here, Noben is doing 1.9k, 3.5k damage. Pretty nice. Are we on the right? We're not even on the right weapon here. There we go. Okay. 2.7 and 4.5. 2.7 and 4.5. Alright. Gonna give one more try just for good measure. Yep, looks pretty good. And now we're gonna put on the Recorn set here, the other one. So this thing is... Oh man. Oh man, that's a big difference. Went from 1.7 and 4.5 to 3.3k and 5.5? No, that was 6k right there. No, 3.2k and 5.5k. And we're only getting stronger because there's all these people coming here. Yeah, 3.3k and 5.5k. So we went up a lot. I don't know why, but our main hand attacks got an especially huge upgrade. We went like almost double there, honestly. So yeah, we got a lot of potential here with this guy now. This set is absolutely incredible. Now we're doing 3.4k and 5.8k. Jesus. These axes are absolutely wild. And we did a 7k crit there. So yes, this set is... Ooh, it's a thing of its own, let me tell ya. So we're gonna be using this set from now on. It is a huge upgrade, and I think this will honestly be a pretty good set on its own to be holding on to until level 90 pretty solidly. So yeah, we might as well just invest on the piercings if we don't have anything else to put our money on. Right, so, talking about giant hunting. So if you have not seen the video yet, I made about giant hunting. If you haven't yet, go check it out. I'll put a link up there. Basically, the best ratio or the best area to be doing giant hunting at is from -1 level to up to 15. So in this case, if you're level 60, it is better that we are doing giant hunting from level 59 to 75. Obviously, going for plus 70 will be very dangerous, so we're not going to do that. But what that does mean is that we can start from 59. And Giant Steel Knight here conveniently happens to be 59. So again, I got a bunch of these different consumables. But what I'm going to do here for the first time is that I'm just going to put myself the red balloons. or pink balloons. Because we ran out while I was shopping, obviously. Spent a lot of time vending. I'm really wasting my balloons here, but they're not that good in the end, so I don't really mind it. But the balloons are a very consistent thing to have, not too temporary, so might as well put them on now. And if you do feel like we need some extra powers, like extra speed or extra sturdiness, then we might as well just do that. Right. Now what we gotta do, as always, is look for a purple dot, which would signify the giant's location. And the best part is because there are 5 different channels, we can basically do giant hunting in various different channels simultaneously. We can, like, do this in this channel, move on to the next, find the giant there, move on to another until we're done with all the channels, and then we can move on to the next giant. There is also the possibility, because giants have, like, a 1-hour spawn timer. Not exactly sure how long it is, but they have a very long spawn timer, so if somebody killed it recently, then it would not be here. And I might have to look for it elsewhere. And I can understand why there would be some sort of competition over giants, because after all, these give guardian weapons, and some select guardian weapons in particular can be extremely valuable. I don't remember exactly actually what is the special weapon that the Steel Knight Giant is good at dropping. I might as well just check that out. If that's a bow, then I can definitely understand what is the way that it is. And in the meantime, I'm gonna just switch channels. There's none in this one. Guardian Sword. So that isn't even that special. Oh, the giant is definitely here. It's right behind me. Okay. Let me just kill the Santa here first, because we can use these Thief Santas to get some bonus rewards for ourselves that we can redeem later if we hunt enough of these. I don't honestly remember what the giant Steel Knight here does, so I might have to do a little bit of probing. Gonna try out a little bit of things, see what skills he has, and then I'm gonna attack. Let me bring him on even ground, because then I can see his abilities a bit better. Since the thing about this game, honestly, what sucks, is that they don't really have that good of a system with, like, giant area attacks. If it goes below ground, it will just clip. It will not cover the area instead, based on the terrain. It will actually only, like, display in a flat radius, and it will go underground. So this is a very ideal spot to be doing this. So as you can see here, Noben is doing a very good amount of damage to the giant. We're not really struggling here. We haven't seen any abilities yet. Oh, yep, that hurts. Okay, yeah, that ability was incredibly fast. Damn, that sucks. Honestly, I don't think I did put a load light in Darken. Actually, I did. Good, okay. So that's okay. We had our blessing scroll, so we didn't lose too much there, but that is very sad. We actually almost had that, but we did not have quite enough reaction time there or enough speed to do that. And some giants admittedly have very fast abilities. They are very hard to dodge, so I'm not really blaming that too much. So what we can do with those giants instead is that we can try to bait their abilities and then try to run away until they do their abilities again, because they cannot just spam it infinitely. They have this very, very long cooldown before they can use it again. A few seconds, so you can just try to bait it, then attack them again. That's what I did with the Giant Totemi, as you may remember, so something you're already very familiar with. But definitely, it would be better if I could run away from them, but this one seems to require a lot of reaction time. And sadly, I'm currently warming up, so I might not be in my best shape either. Alright, so the Giant did heal back up again. That's okay. We killed it last time almost killed it last time pretty quickly, so we can get through that. I'm gonna first try if I can bait the giant's ability. Okay, it's not doing it yet. I don't know if I have to attack it first. I'm gonna use my... Actually, I'm not gonna use my scroll blessing yet. I'll be honest, because I'm level 60. I have a lot of... I'm like very easy to level at this point. As you saw there, we got so much XP from killing just Elder Guards for the little testing. We already got 2%. That's okay. Or that isn't actually that fast. That isn't that fast. Maybe I was just a little bit slow because I haven't been doing giant hunting yet. There's definitely, it is possible to do as long as we are paying attention. And like, even without buffs, this is going really well, I would say. So, not that bad. Or maybe they had another ability that just hits faster. That could be the case too. But I think with this, the giant is dead and we had our first chance of dropping something. Didn't drop anything nice so far, only just the basic stuff really. But still, we had a good chance. Now, all we gotta do is just change channels and see if the giant is there and hope for the best. And I'm not gonna stop giant hunting until we get at least one guardian weapon. I'll go for hours if I have to, because this video is supposed to be more of a introduction to how it can be like to be a second job player rather than just leveling all the time. Because like, okay, you could have done giant hunting already at like 45s or something. Like 45 weapons also are fairly valuable. Like flaming bow, for example, would be an incredibly nice find. But mercenaries got nothing compared to blade. So as a second job especially, it is usually a lot easier to actually do giant hunting. And without it being too hard. And I mean, even with our boss, now that we got some really good gear, this is like, you know, a breeze. Alright, yes, we dodged that pretty nicely. I think the other ability we saw earlier was a lot faster, so I feel like this one has an ace in a sleeve and not just that one ability. But I hope I was just, you know, being slow or my internet was just dying there. Because I would not rather deal with an ability that's super hard to dodge. Alright, nothing else again, but hey, we are still getting some decent, like, trash items we can sell here. Even if you don't loot a guardian here, we can pretty quickly rack up the numbers here, which is pretty nice. Right, now we're gonna go for a PK channel, which can be a little bit risky if there's competition, but I haven't seen anybody else hunting these so far, so I think we should be fine. But yeah, because this is an activity that is a lot easier to do as a second job, and because weapons start to be pretty valuable at these levels, I think this was a worthy thing to introduce at this point. We should also consider some giants that are also over here. We got Giant Zombiger, Giant Noct Vehicle, and Giant Rhythm. I'm actually even strong against Giant Noct Vehicle, which is gonna be very easy to kill. So that makes my life on that one very easy. And actually, there's, I mean, a Giant Rhythm that I am also strong against, so we could be killing those guys very fast and getting out of it pretty easily. Giant Nutty Wheel is also Earth, very easy to do. Giant Driller. Okay, that is not on my strong suits. Neither is Giant Vault, but all these giants up to 63 seem to be pretty nice for me to do. 61 to 63 giants are fairly weak. Alright, PK channel doesn't seem to have anything unless I'm really blind. But I'll try looking carefully because I might just miss it. And sometimes giants can also like spawn in very unseeming locations, like at the very edge of their spawn area. And maybe a bit beyond too, so it is good to have a through check from head to toe to make sure that the giant hasn't just hidden anywhere. But again, if somebody has killed recently, it could be possible that he's not just spawned at all, so do not force yourself too much into this. Alright, yeah, no, he's not in channel 4, sadly. I guess I'll go try channel 5 then. That's gonna be the last channel we can do to find ourselves a giant. That is gonna be the final channel we can find the giant Seal Knight in. After that, we gotta wait for them to respawn again. Ah, there it is. Alright, so we did find most of the giant Seal Knights though, so that's pretty nice. I wonder if we can already find our first weapon. Although the Guardian Sword would not be that impressive, sadly, but it's something. Also, another reason for us to go for flat ground is also the mobility. Because if you are on uneven ground, then obviously we're going to be spending more time scaling down. And the giant abilities usually don't really care much for the latitude or the altitude that you're at. If you're running like on a mountain, more like running down than away, you are actually more likely to get hit. So the less time we're spending on scaling down or up on a mountain, the better it is. And in this case, of course, it's a lot clearer to see. So definitely always favor even ground if you can with giant hunting. Alright, so the giant Seal Knight doesn't force me to use any of my stronger food yet, but we might have to come across that when we're dealing with some stronger giants. Anyway, now we're done with the giant Seal Knights here. Didn't get anything cool, but we will try and see if the giant and we're gonna see if the giant Nutty Wheel has something to show us. Now for this, we're gonna be using the electric weapon, because of course, if they are water, then we're gonna do bonus damage to them. We're probably gonna kill them even faster than we killed the giant Steel Knight at. But then again, we are doing extra damage to this giant because we are above their level. So we'll see. We might be doing roughly the same, but I believe we might be doing a little bit extra. Also, our party here is actually full as well, so we're getting maximum possible damage we can get out of this. Now, this guy is actually not using any linked attack in the party, so this guy's like honestly just running a charity with his scrolls at this point. Not like trying to get maximum damage possible with the linked attack for him. Oh wait, that was Earth. Okay, so we go for wind weapon. Time to break you, giant Nutty Wheel. Can I see your ability? Not yet. Okay. So we don't know what he can do yet, so we have to be a little bit careful here. I don't remember. It's been a while since I actually hunted these things. Oh! Okay, that was a very fast ability, honestly. That's 3% EXP right there. Lost. But that's okay. We can afford to lose that much for now. And besides, we can go grab the XP box and get 30% back. We're not that bothered by our current EXP levels, since we can easily just gather a lot of EXP in a short time if you want to. And if you get buffs, then, you know, leveling is gonna be even faster. But yeah, that ability honestly caught me a little bit off guard. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. I wonder if it has any other abilities. And see, there's also another thing we have to analyze here with its ability. It didn't actually come from the giant, it came on our middle. So it always targets us. So yeah, you might die a few times when dealing with giants, but it's a rinse and repeat and learn it the hard way. I think eventually we'll be doing the giant Nutty Wheels pretty fluently. Just to wait. And if not, I got those velocity scrolls for this purpose, so if you need extra speed for running away, then we have just that right in our pockets. But of course, I'd rather be able to do this without the scrolls, because that means that we can do them infinitely. Not like depend on the scrolls in order to do so. Or hope for somebody to buff us. Now, let's not forget the buff bang buffs before we go back there, because I didn't grab any in Flaris. And then give the giant another shot. And I keep finding a lot of these Thief Santas, though. Like, these are, like, in high abundance right now. I'm in channel 5, of course, and it's Monday, so I guess that, like, has a lot to do with it. I'll take any Santa I can, though, because we can get ourselves pretty nice rewards with just like, enough boxes with us. Sadly, we cannot get ourselves, like, these piercing scrolls for free. Unless we're level 80, which we are obviously very far away from. But we can probably still get ourselves some pretty nice rewards like extra amps or maybe also like some of the consumables that we can buy with the boxes, which we might be using later on the series. So whatever our level allows us to do. And I mean, we cannot have enough amps, honestly, on our road from 60 to 90. Okay, the giant is still there, sitting on my XP box right there. I want to get that back. Can you just like move away for a bit? Thank you. Please don't come back. Ooh. Yep, got it. Okay. Let's get back into the fight then. So this thing retained its HP, luckily. But we have to be careful about this one. I'm gonna try to bait it to do its ability. So we can learn to dodge it a bit better. See how time sensitive it is. No. Doesn't want to do it. Right, so we'll have to course it to do it. Oh! Okay, it has two different patterns. It has a square pattern and it has a very big rectangular pattern. So we'll have to react upon that, basically. Okay, we can dodge that. We can definitely dodge that. But that is... Wow. Okay. So this thing hurts actually a lot already. So when we do go to the enraged mode, which happens when it goes low HP and it will do extra damage... We will want to use some of our stronger food that we have been collecting from our event rewards here. But as you can see here, we died the first time, but we did manage to beat this boss successfully on our second try without actually having to use any scrolls, so maybe we can do the rest now without too much effort. God, I have this feeling though that I'm gonna die a second time to this thing. That square shape attack is honestly pretty savage. Even on full pace, I barely got out of it. The giant is missing on channel 4 again. I have this feeling that somebody has been hunting these, at least on channel 4, but I wonder why they did not hunt them on other channels as well. Maybe they thought that channel hopping wasn't worth it? I don't know. But channel 4 out of all places though, that's pretty weird. Oh, okay, I got kicked. Alright, so that sucks, sadly. I'm gonna try looking for another party in channel 1 then. No, there's not a single party out right now that actually has party buffs in them. So might have to take the matters into our own hands, sadly, at some point. Oh, wait. Are they filling the party up? Nah, I don't want to join again if they already kicked me. That would be very, very rude. I mean, they've got other people that are not even paired up right now. So I'm really like curious. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now the party got filled up. So as you can see here, no parties that I can use right now, sadly. Would really love if there was any, but oh well. I'm gonna kill this giant nutty wheel here right now. I'm gonna go back to the city and see if I can bag ourselves a new party to work with. So we're not gonna get a party that somebody else is leading, but maybe we can make our own party. Spend a few million on our own party and hopefully we can profit out of that. So now we're entering a territory where we have to be honestly a little considerate of our fundings and potential outcomes we can make out of it if we do invest a little bit. Have to think a little bit more complicated, so to speak. Right. Okay, we got a green. Well, that is not obviously a weapon, but I'll take it. We got only cruiser helmet, not worth much, but worth a shot. Right, so let me actually go back to city then, if I don't find a new party now. Yeah, I don't find a new party now, sadly. So we're gonna go and buy ourselves a new party instead, so we don't have to deal with the hassle. We're not gonna get bonus damage, but we do want to drop party buffs. And that means we definitely don't need that many points. If you can like find a party with like, I don't know, under 1,000 points, that will work just fine for us. Buying 40 plus party / samey. So the reason we want to have a 40 plus party is here because the parties have party buffs, right? In order for us to have both the drop buffs, we'll need a party that is at least level 40 because the other one has a level 40 requirement. I need both of those if I want to make maximum drops out of this. In the meantime, I guess I'll just keep looking for another party, which we don't seem to be having at the minute. Out of all the possible lucks I could have, I just had to end up with this. When I want to do some giant hunting, nobody's hosting a party. I mean, to be fair, I'm playing fairly early today and it's Monday. People are still at work. Nobody's here with their scrolls. Got level 54. At 25 points. How much do you want for it? 5 million. It's a bit under 1,000, so how about 4? Yeah, since currently on the server there's roughly a ratio of 200 points per 1 million. as far as I've understood. So I'm trying to be a little bit fair about this. So I might want to use it later. All right, I can go with that. That's a lot of filler alts. My god. Hold on. 5 million, 5 million. There we go. And there we go. Thank you. I don't need all these filler alts that look like definite bots. Can I get my leeches for playing the level? Well, there was nobody else shouting to me anyway, so I might as well take this. And we are looking to earn money with this, so gotta keep some leeches for myself. Because, of course, I'm gonna need somebody to send the party. So I will lose it. Oh, okay. I don't want to deal with the carrier barm. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm sorry. Don't slap me anymore. Don't slap me anymore. Oh god, okay. Do you mind if I did keep some of your leeches here? Since I'm running solo. Right, so let me actually move the gift box buff here now. And in the meantime, waiting for the answer from this guy. Right now, since we are dealing with a giant zombie that is fire, we do not want to have a wind weapon because wind would be a bad combination. Okay, this giant is a lot stronger than the nutty will actually is. Very interesting. Zombies are a stronger variant. Oh, that ability is so easy to dodge. Oh yeah, that's doable. Very easy. Dude, you're not even making me sweat. But yeah, even with an ill-suited element, we're doing just fine against this one. I don't remember which weapon this one was supposed to drop, but again, I just want some guardian weapon. Right, let's get the party buffs up then, so we can make sure that we're getting some drops. And this thing does hit a bit harder, honestly. It even has a bleeding effect. Oh man, you're actually a very nasty giant to deal with. Well, it shouldn't kill me regardless, so we should be okay. Ooh. Oh, there we go. We actually got our first guardian weapon. There we go. We got a guardian big axe. Nah, nice. I think in our server, this thing clean will go for about 3 to 5 million, so it's not the most valuable item, but hey, it's something. So with this already, we have already proven that giant hunting is something we can profit out of. But let me see here. The giant zombiger. Is this its supposed main drop? You know, it actually isn't. It's supposed to mainly drop a guardian big sword, which is worth nothing. Good luck even getting a million with that thing. Nobody really wants to play a 1v1 knight with a two-handed sword in the beginning. But yeah, we did get our first guardian weapon, luckily. And even though it wasn't the main weapon, we still did get something. So even the low drop chances have a fairly decent tribute of actually succeeding at dropping. So might as well just keep killing them because, I mean, it's more kills after all. More chances for drops. The better pet drops it has in them. Oh! That was a hit. Well, okay. Oh, there we go. It has a very similar ability as the giant zombiger does. Oh god, oh god. Didn't see it because of the water. Alright, that was unlucky. I keep landing on 8.7% XP, I swear. That's always the case. Oh god damn it, I started moving a little bit too late. Damn it, okay. You actually do a big circle in the middle of me. Ooh, 2k hits. You're actually kicking my ass in rage. Give me a sword. Not that kind of sword, man. Just the guardian sword. No, don't pull out your pants. Don't pull down your pants, buddy. Now's not the time for that. Why am I dealing so little damage? Oh, wait. You were in the water. You were earth. There we go. Okay, I killed it. I killed it. Let's see. Yeah, just low as pros. But hey, at least we give it a shot. Oh, just a regular old frontal attack. Oh! Oh god, it was underground. Oh my god. Well, can I get a guardian weapon as tribute? Oh my god. I got crit. Oh god, I forgot. I need to avoid that. I need to take a step back with those. Alright, come on, man. Please drop something. And nothing. Well, I guess it's just gonna be the axe then, for now. Regardless, I would say that that was still a pretty good run. We did get at least something out of it. There have been times when I would be hunting for multiple hours and get nothing out of them, basically. So yeah, I hope that was enough of a showcase, more than enough, I would say, of a, like, how the whole giant hunting business works out. And I hope that this encourages you to try it out as yourself. If you're a little bit strapped on money, you don't have the proper gear, then I would definitely recommend that you give it a shot. If you find it too tough, then that's okay too, but if you do like yourself a challenge, a little bit of variety, and if you like you could do it, then do give it a shot. And of course, like, you don't have to do this solo. You can have buffs to help you out a bit, like have your friend help you out or something, ask a random ringmaster to buff you up, or even just have another friend to do it with. Split the profits. Can make for a great journey together. Now I'm gonna actually start doing the quest line that is right here, actually, the continuation to the Rhiannon quest line. We had to only go talk to Riodos, and then we just got a bunch of different objectives we can do. And trust me, Noben here is gonna level up so damn quickly. It's incredible, man. He's gonna be a big boy in a jiffy. Right now we have to go to Darken, although I'm gonna visit first Flarine. We have to visit all cities, man. Let me just visit Same Morning first. We'll go talk to Helger, then we're gonna go to Flaris to talk to Luda, and then we're gonna have a lot more business here in Darken again. You can see though, like the guardian weapons, like Yo-Yo 7 million, Knuckle 10 million. I think 10 million for a Knuckle is a bit too much already, but still, like, you can get a few million per each guardian weapon you do get your hands on usually. Right, okay, so for this quest, I'll have to go kill some red mantises and get myself some ready spawn eggs. Since this is electric, it doesn't really matter with what element I'm using. Not that I really need to be that specific about red mantis. They're gonna be very easy to kill anyway. Right, we also got this scroll of weapon bonus for turning in the quest to Riodos. Don't think we'll be needing that though. I could try for, like, because there's an AoE skill later on called Blade Dance. Actually, not Blade Dance. Sonic Blade, there we go. But that's not something I can get the skill bonus for, because my weapons are level 60 and the skill is level 70. I need my weapon to be at least the same level or above in order to be able to even get a skill bonus for that. So I'm gonna have to get the historic weapons before I'll have a potential use for this. Or maybe I can use it for something else. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, just two-shotting these things is like a big joke. Or even one-shotting with good enough luck. So I'm just gonna need about 15 of these eggs and we can move on. But I find this very funny that a level 60 has to be killing these things. I know there's a quest later where I had to kill this bigger thing, a level 65 thing, but at least they could have made me fight something more tougher than this, because this is just straight off embarrassing. Don't mind me, a lone blade just running around in a newbie zone. So yeah, this in particular is the quest line that we started from Mudvihil in Flaris. He tells us to go to talk to Helger, and the Helger gives us a new quest to go kill some red mantises, and after that we should be getting a quest at a later level to go kill this level 65 creature called Emerald Mantis, and we're supposed to steal its egg and return it back to Mudvihil. The guy's a real collector, let me tell you, but he has some very exotic tastes, and will pay a lot of money just to make adventurers do these very peculiar biddings. Right, so let's turn that in. Got us some more XP, 25%. The next one is gonna be at level 64. I know that sounds like a very big gap, and sounds like, oh no, you will never make it. We'll have a chance, trust me. Right, actually, right. I'm gonna go Flaris first, because we need to talk to Luda. We're gonna have some stuff to do in Darken at some point with this quest line, so good to be able to double dime those and not having to go back and forth too much. Turn that in, get ourselves another quest, and we're just about to reach level 61 very quickly. And as soon as we talk to Achaben in Darken, we're gonna be just level 61, just casually. I mean, just go talk to an NPC, get 15%. This is a lot at these levels. Thank you very much for a level up. And I'm going to go find some hard drills from killing drillers. And how would you know? Luda also... Oh, wait. No, wait. That's not right. Was it really in Flaris? I remember this to be in Darken. Okay, let me actually go check that then. I remember that we had to discover what's in Darken, but I might just be getting ahead of myself, honestly. Like, at some point we had to find the Red Bank camp that's over here in Darken, but I guess we had to go find the new Lord Bank first. Wait, that is called New Lord Bank. There's no new Lord Bank here. Man, my confusion is so real, man. Either they made a continuation to the quest line, or I honestly just, like, completely blacked out on this one. But that's okay. It's still free XP. 19%. Another 19%. The Red Mantis one is gonna wait for a bit, but that's not a problem. And we can also turn in some Amperes, which I think I did save. And we can get another 23% from those. So yeah, with only those turn-ins, 38, 61% XP. Yeah, we're already almost 62 with that. And I want to get 65 because we become especially strong then, because we get our hands on the Berserk skill. I do need to learn Armor Penetrate, which is also going to be very, very cool skill to have. Less block rate will be very useful when dealing with long fights. And then there's also the Berserk, like, giving us block penetration and attack speed. Mind you, with attack speed, increased attack, you know, Noben is just gonna become an absolute beast, you know? Like the attack speed we have right now, yeah, basically, we're gonna get to almost 100% attack speed with this thing. Don't think it quite got us there yet. That's a little bit of a disappointment, but very close, very close. I don't think we have to be exactly 100% for it to work out either. I remember from original Flyff that the attack speed bonus was 11%, but I'm not sure if they made modifications to that, or if it's really just still 11%. Wait, also, wait, hold on. Oh, I need to start getting gear bandages already. If I want to get that out of the way. I do have the party bonuses, so that will be very easy to do. Okay, that actually did work. I don't remember this at all, honestly. Well, we'll have to see what the premonition of this is. Right, since we're also on the topic here, I might as well just now go turn in the quest items to save myself some more space. And maybe get ourselves some extra slots to use. So, support this. Everything is at the guardy eyes. Oh. Did I do it? I did. So didn't get quite a guild level, but I think we're fairly close with that. Maybe after turning the Amperes, I could actually level up the guild. Okay, now that's gonna be Ambition of Lord Bank at level 62. So now I'm gonna go continue the Rihanna questline here again. Right, so the normal drills were Earth. We have Wind. Leave it to me. We're gonna be making some quick work of those boys. In the meantime, let's keep our eyes open actually for Santas. And for that matter, I guess I'm gonna change channels. Because if you're gonna be in channel 1, we're gonna have the least luck of finding Santas. I do hate the idea of having less players to meet here. But I do also hate the idea of missing out on the event here. Since we're already doing so good. 63 boxes, even without actually trying to... without even actually trying to look for them. But even though we only have this one quest left, this quest line will pretty securely carry us to 62. And I mean, if you do want to get to 65 or 66 directly with these quests, you actually do have to do all the quest item turn-ins that are in between. So you have to get the gear bandages, you have to get the dump tires, which are both from Dead Wilderness, and those things have an incredibly high price tag. Simply because they're so annoying to kill. They have very horrible spawns. Nobody wants to farm them. So usually, like, high-level players that have way too much money will usually pay a pretty penny for those items. So another alternative here is that we could make money from just hunting these, and I do have a good weapon against them. But I don't know. I don't know if I need money that badly. I mean, I already got 40 million, and we got a lot of other stock that I can sell. I already, like, banked it away before I started the video, just so I don't have to, like, do first 5 minutes of me just banking stuff. But I have, like, a full warehouse of stuff and, like, extra on zoomies, so... I got so much stuff to sell. I don't really think I need the gear bandages. And I'm definitely not gonna spend like, I don't know, 3 million on buying gear bandages. Like, that's way too much for me, man. And I don't mind killing the gears too much because I think I should still be like low level enough for me to like make decent XP from killing them anyway. 1v1, strong against water. Basically not much to lose there. Right, let's see how quickly I can do the driller quest. Gonna put the drop boss already on because would also like to have some extras to carry home. Do we have to kill normal drillers specifically? No? Okay. Thanks for clarifying. But yeah, like the drop-offs are honestly no joke, and now that I actually have them on my control, it's very pleasant to do. Like, I don't have to worry about getting kicked out to lose on stuff. And did I just almost do 10k damage? If I saw that right, that's incredible. At level 61, blades are something. Just something. That's all I'm gonna say. Blades have my utmost respect. 12k? 12k? No, but are you actually kidding me, man? You're absolutely shredding those asses. Okay, okay. I knew you hit hard, but not 12k hard, okay? We are not looking for world records here. We're only looking to hit hard. Bro, you're not even buffed, dude. Are you telling me you could do 15k if you were actually buffed and you got lucky with your crits? You're absolutely insane, man. Oh, look, it's another giant driller. Oh, you know it, baby. You know it when I see it. I gotta go after it. Because it could mean some free drops. And I mean, you know, I'm still at 61, so I'm still good at, like, giant hunting at this point. Maybe you could still drop me the bow. Oh, God. The white area, honestly, just confused me. I wasn't sure if that was like a second ability. I just panic load starred. I should have load lighted. But say, what a hit, man. What a hit. I guess it's time for payback. I'm not gonna let that slide. I'm gonna kill you, buddy. Man, I really should have taken the load light, though. This is like such a long trip from Darken over here to Drillers. Oh my god. Like, I have been playing this game for long enough and I'm still not used to using load light. I mean, it is more of a system that was reintroduced on Flyff Universe. It hasn't been like a thing in Flyff for years, but I've been playing this game for long enough already, like on Flyff Universe, and I still don't remember to do it. Okay, nobody else went for it. Good. Good. I was kind of afraid that maybe somebody else could also be hunting these. It is Monday still, though, so I guess it's not that popular at this time of the day. At this time of the week. Oh. Damn it! I forgot to drop buffs. Well, still nothing. Oh, well. Got a suit, though. Nice. Free money still. Alright, let's get back to driller hunting then. 2 more hard drills that I'm missing. Okay, that's the quest done, so I guess I'm just gonna go back to Darken here. Oh, I gotta go kill some more drillers, and then I have to go kill some small vaults. Well, this is turning out to be a little bit of a extreme hunt. Well, while I'm still here, I might as well just go turn in the other stuff now. Actually, do I have to turn in the bandages now? Yes, I do.
Hentai too.
So let me just grab the MPers then, and let me go actually hunt some gears instead. So grab these, and I'll come back for the other quest later. Okay, so guild warehouse, support this. Don't turn those in, and guild level increase. There we go. Another slot for our precious guild. Yeah, that wasn't much XP. Oh, I can actually see the XP like this. Actually, I never knew this. Oh. Well, I'll definitely make use of that feature in the future. I don't think that was like back then on Flyff. They just really just made another quality of life enhancement in that case. Right, so, Gers, I got a little bit of a personal vendetta with you. And I mean, I wouldn't be so adamant about doing this now if it wasn't for the fact that if I level up one more time, I would have to limit it to just killing Captain Gers. Because really, I do like the idea of just, you know, killing whatever and get the cure bandages, but I do like the bonus XP as well. Might as well get it while I can. And of course, if I do go at level 62, then only Captain Gers are gonna give me proper XP. And 19% XP, I think, is just fine for me. But yeah, I think you're gonna see now the reason why Ger bandages are not exactly everyone's favorite farm. Not only is it boring to look at, but also like the spawns are just everywhere. It's a very horrible grinding spot. Right, there's a bunch of Gers here, but they are very far apart. Like, the map just looks like, you know, there isn't like a stack anywhere. And it's very annoying. If you go up here, even that doesn't really change that thing too much. But there is now this area with the Captain Gers that seems to be pretty nice. So now with the drop-offs active, we can actually do this fairly quickly. So we need 45 of these. Oh, that's gonna be a long farm, man. I swear to God. Well, I'm happy that Noben is as strong as he is now. Makes the farm definitely a lot more manageable than it could have been. Like, compared to me having just the regular +5 recorn set, I would have had a much bigger difficulty dealing with these. These definitely do seem like they have more defense of some sorts, because I don't feel like I'm doing as much damage as I could be doing. Or then it could also be because I'm used to having global attack available in other parties, and now that I don't have any, it just feels weaker because I don't do as much as I would do to Elder Guards at this point. But at the end of the day, the damage difference between an Elder Guard and Captain Ger wouldn't be much, because I'm just that close in levels at the minute. But yeah, I gotta be honest though, now that I have the set and everything, and honestly my gear seems to be just in check, I think what I'll be doing here as a long-term goal for saving is I'm gonna try to get myself a new pet. Because, of course, like, I'm used to picking stuff up like this by now, and I'm definitely very persistent, but the sooner I get the pet, the better it is. And the longer I have it, the more it's gonna, you know, give to me during the series. And I mean, I know it's kind of a waste to get another pet when I already have one, and when the series does end, I don't really have much of a use for that pet. But of course, as is the intention of the series, I do want to make this as, you know, as purist as possible. And I mean, it is completely purist, I'm not gonna deviate from that, but my whole point is to make myself a successful character by itself, so of course I have to get myself a pet. Because that's like the biggest turning point in this whole leveling experience, just solely because how expensive it is and how much it actually affects like the kill speed when I had to like spend a few seconds picking up behind every single monster that I kill. Like, I could already kill this Captain Ger here if I just had to pick up pets. Just so much easier. Ooh, a Teba suit. Well, hello there, buddy. Man, that's gonna be worth quite a bit. All right. That's a nice little bonus. Right, also another fun part about being in here in the Dead Wilderness. These things are over level 100. You don't want to touch those bear things. They're gonna instantly decimate you. Like, I don't know whose idea it was to have these low levels just like integrated with these high levels here. But definitely not a place you should just be wandering around in willy-nilly. Ooh, that's a giant. I'll have to be a little bit careful here. Process to not be careful at all, just like kills the thing right next to damn giant. Yes, I meme. I don't care. I laugh at the face of danger. Well, nobody is safe, so that's all that matters. But yeah, if you actually do pay attention to the dump spawn here, like, if you think Gers are bad, then you haven't seen the dumps, like, honestly, like, they're just everywhere in very small amounts, and like, these are like the absolute worst nightmare to hunt. I mean, I do have this, like, urge to really just, like, skip dumps completely, but, I mean, they're just not not farm them myself and buy them, but it will be so expensive that I don't think it's gonna be worth it. Like, easily about 5 million spending quest items. I'm not gonna deal with that. I might as well actually honestly skip it, if nothing else, and just like get to 65 by myself or something. Oh my god. Okay, we're finally done with this Gur bandages. Oh, that took like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Gur bandages are not fun to farm. I don't know, that wasn't like nearly as satisfying at all as killing like some other guards or something. I don't know. Maybe these monsters are just that much tougher compared to normals, that they just don't, you know, you don't feel as good when killing them. Well, that's out of the way now. We're gonna get to 62. We did get almost 10% from just pure grinding, so definitely still worth it on the side there. And that will save us some effort. Yeah, now we're gonna get to 62, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and learn myself the armor penetration skill. I think I'll max it. I have more than enough skill points anyway. And block minus 40% is a lot of block rate reduce. A lot of block rate reduction. Right, getting myself another 400,000. Get back to 40 million. Nice. So we're already like halfway through paying for our party. And the axe, I think, is gonna just, you know, deal with the rest though. Worth it spending on the party. There are some points that are gonna be left out behind. So I might resell this party at some point for another 2 or 3 million. Right, so that's now just about the only quest we have left. Oh, wait. Oh dear. The enemy devs quest line already can begin, huh? Oh, and we also have the quest we can now start from Luda, right? So we can now continue the Red Bank quest line as well. Oh boy, we are suddenly got so much more stuff to do. We have to just go see Luda again at some point. I think when I'm done with the small worlds and Captain Drills, I think I'll visit Flares quickly at the same time and do just that. Alright, so what you got, enemy devs guard? Is this actually the quest line already? Oh, no, that's only the weapon piercing box. Gosh, I already thought so too, my god. I thought this would be way too early for the enemy death questline to start. And in that case, that would be like super fast leveling, let me tell you. Gladly, that's a bit later. I think it was like at level 70 or 70 to 80. Oh, look, it's starting the Elder Guard. Maybe a little bit too tough for me at the minute. Or actually, not really. Actually, not really. They're water. I know their skills. Let's do it. I'll kick your ass. Definitely need my good food against you. Not too excited about the enrage effect. Okay, what if I break your block for a bit? Oh, that's only gonna be for like 6 seconds. Well, that's sad. Oh god. That hurts. Yeah, 2.3k when you're enraged. That's some insane damage you're doing, buddy. Definitely gonna have to use my best here. Ooh. Wasn't meaning to run into that. Just wanted to get a little bit more close and personal with you. Sorry, Elder Guard. I didn't know if it was safe for me to attack there. A little bit too scared here right now. To engage. There we go. Yeah, I didn't get anything cool, but... well, still worth a shot. Wasn't too hard. As long as I was just, you know, paying attention. The abilities are very easy to dodge. I think the Giant Vault is gonna be a pretty hard one to kill, though, because this one in particular, he's got a pretty nasty target skill. I don't remember how hard it was to dodge it, but I recall it was a pretty big one. So, definitely not on my preference list. Not too tough. Yeah, I can heal myself with regular Star Candy still. With normal attacks. That being said, my regular Star Candy is actually almost running out. I have to buy some more when I get to city again. Totally didn't think my 500 Star Candies would run out this quickly. Okay, that actually isn't too bad. Yeah, I'm not bothered. No lingering effects either, so I can just like go wild with you. Nice, we got this. I do need to start healing up a bit, though. That's a little bit too close. Oh, Jesus. Oh god, I got crit. No! The damn crits, man. If it wasn't for the crits, I definitely got that. Please, don't tell me they're re-healed. Oh god damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna still give it a shot, though. Don't use slow food. I cannot give this guy any time to exploit my weaknesses. There we go. Nothing cool, though. Even if I didn't get anything cool, my personal satisfaction is fulfilled. And therefore, it was worth it. But drop-wise... ugh. Base time of armor penetration is 20 seconds. Alright, it's for giants that it's only 8 seconds. Okay, yeah, it would be 20 seconds against the normal enemy. Well, at least I won't have to be farming hard drills anymore. Now to get like 30 of these in order to move forward. I know for sure that I only have to kill 15. Oh yeah, I definitely did a lot more damage against Gers than small bolts. Man, the elemental effects are such a big difference in this game. But even then, the damage isn't like bad. Like, absolutely. Sick hits, man. 2k normal and almost 4k like side hit. No, but it's absolutely on steroids. Right, let me actually now go... Oh wait, I had to go to this guy. So I'm not gonna go back yet. But I'm gonna visit Flaris as soon as I have to visit a town first. Because we might have... We might stack up with Luda. Luda's quest line over here in Darken. Oh hey there, Drandrilla. Well, what a perfect timing. I most certainly would like to kill you. In order to drop your bow. Your bow is of utmost interest to my collection. Man, you're so much easier to kill than a bolt is. I swear. You're so nice. Your drops aren't so nice though. Screw you. Oh, now we get started with this whole mess. Talk to Zoro, talk to Elaine, talk to Zoro, talk to Elaine again, and yada yada yada. It's gonna be a very big game of juggle. Well, it's free XP though, so won't complain. We're already at 3 hours 50 minutes, so I guess I'm gonna be stopping soon. If I did go all the way to 65 with this quest now, that would take like another hour, and that would like make the video super long. So as soon as I visit Flaris, I guess I'll just leave this questing part for the next time. And the next time around, I'll get to 65. We'll get Noben into good shape, and maybe we'll do some preliminary historic weapon hunting. Hopefully we'll get lucky there. Where does the prison key come from? Oh, right, from the Steamwalkers. Yeah. So yeah, I think level 63. Or actually, I'm thinking about it. Like, if I actually did keep my character at 62, I would have the possibility to still farm 61 and higher giants. So Nutty Wheel would not be, like, out of the question of camera. And, well, that would mean that we have a good chance of actually having something else to show you in terms of bounty that I have gotten my hands on. I'm not gonna be like too zealous. I think if I have spare time, I could do that. But then again, I do have vacations coming up this week. Or actually, when my video is uploaded, I'm already on vacation, so I do have that extra time, but I won't have that much extra time to actually do it before in the next video, so don't know about that. Don't know about that. But if I do have the chance to, then at least that would be nice. It's not that big of a deal to just kill a few giants and see how that's gonna go. So I think I'm gonna do that. Just so we don't stretch the video too long. After all, it's been a long time since we last had an episode. And since basically this is like a new series on its own, from 60 to 90. It is still Noben's journey, but I do brand this as a new series by itself. Then would be pleasant to have this a little bit more of a lighter start. So let me just go grab the quest from Luda so I'm not forgetting about it. Alright, there we go. All we gotta go do is kill a few Red Bank troop leaders and talk to Amdolka and get ourselves, well, who would have known 30% XP? That's a lot of XP, buddy. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So thank you so much for joining on the journey, guys. I hope you guys are as excited to see Noben's journey continuing once again as much as I am. And I'm hoping on the next video, I'm gonna get Noben maybe to 65 with the questing. This questing period is very long. It is very hard to put it into one episode. And with me, I wanted to also show Giant Slaying on the side. It was kind of a hard thing to do. But next time, maybe to 65, learn of Berserk, make Noben even stronger. That would be awesome. And yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's it for then. But yeah, again, thank you so much for joining on the episode. Hope to see you guys on the next one. But until then, it's bye-bye.